Regulators be crazy. Well, Tesla's pretty crazy too. Robotaxi has rolled out in Austin, except it hasn't because I have goalposts and I keep them motorized so I can move them as easily as possible. Well, I'm going to get schooled a little bit here because Mark has been doing copious research while I've been on the road so that I can stay caught up. He's going to make us a little smarter, I hope, but we'll find out because my expectations are higher for Mark than they are for the Robotaxi, and the Robotaxi is doing really well. So let's find out what happened. I'm Brian. Welcome to Futuraza. So Mark, we got this article here that you found. I saw this one earlier, but I didn't have time to get all the way through it. Tesla Robotaxi. That's what we're going to call it. If it's a Robover,
the Robotaxi.
This is a Robotaxi.
Yes.
Launch draws attention from regulators. Mainstream media milks it. Tesla Robotaxi launch has resulted in some questions from NHTSA. A typical thing for early launches, and media is milking it as if it's a huge thing. So what happened? What's going on?
We got mainstream media that seems to have caught on that Robotaxi is raising the alarm, they're saying, at a U.S. safety agency. Some of the headlines are like Tesla Robotaxi have already caught the U.S. safety agency's attention, or Tesla's Robotaxi has already caught the attention of federal safety regulators. Or a third one, U.S. safety regulators contact Tesla over erratic robotaxis.
So erratic.
This is all just FUD, really. Like this, and I'm not surprised because this is how mainstream media acts at any time. They try to throw out anything at people to get them in an uproar, get them scared, get them some sort of a fear headline to get them to react. And this is exactly what's going on. I am kind of, like I said, I'm not completely surprised, but I thought there would be at least a few positive articles about Tesla has actually rolled this service out in Austin, and it's starting to be a success. Like there's nothing, nobody in the mainstream media has really done a what is actually going on in Austin. It's just reporting. It's terrible. It's reporting just a copy and paste. Saw a thing about the U.S. regulators. We're going to put in a negative one and submit it. That's it.
Well, they got to get their clicks. And here's the problem. These news agencies have gone to Austin. They've hunted down the robotaxis. They've found them. But they don't have invites, so they need to be a +1 with somebody, with Chuck Cook, with Dirty Tesla, with Bearded Tesla. And they say, hey, how was it? They go, oh, it was awesome. They go, can I ask you a few questions? And they go, nah, no, sorry, no. Well, can I get a ride with you? Oh, no, you can't, because I know you're going to twist the story, because that's what you always do. And then to prove it, they twist the story. Let's jump back over the article here, because I think Tesla Roddy did a fine job. Some instances have caught the attention of NHTSA. However, the information NHTSA is requesting is routine and totally normal for the early stages of a rollout of this magnitude, but that did not stop the mainstream media from milking it into something controversial, which it really is not. Now, you know that, oh, I saw it use the wrong lane in some way that was incorrect. Right, but we just watched Waymos drive the wrong way down a road. And I mean, one was caught stuck in oncoming traffic, and the guy's filming it going, what on earth is this car doing? When a second one pulls up behind it. Hey, is there a party? Is there a wrong way down the road party? I'm a Waymo. Let's do it. So I don't know, man. I think media, legacy media knows that they're in trouble. I think Waymo knows they're in trouble. And I think anyone who makes a car that has no autonomous features is in the most trouble of all. Thoughts?
Yeah, but I don't understand how, if mainstream media knows they're in trouble, as mentioned, would you not think that one of them, a couple of them, the light would go on and say, you know what? we should do things a little bit differently. Maybe we should research. Maybe we should actually send somebody out to weigh the pros and cons. Like that used to be media. That used to be, here's the positives, here's what we see as the negatives, and we're going to let the consumer or the person out there listening to the story decide what's the result.
If Reuters was serious, they would hire an analyst to analyze the technology, and failing that, they would call me. Because I know this program well. I've followed it for years. I am an analyst, but it's much juicier to send out man on the street interviews. And they did that. And of course, you get this. Can I talk to you? I'm with Reuters. No. Yeah. Helpfully, Elon Musk responded to the video saying LMAO, which is, dear readers, an acronym for laughing my ass off. Oh, okay. I don't know how old your audience is, but I didn't know that was super critical. So I think we've covered enough of that. I think we can get to the Q&A because I have to get to dinner. I am
Time crunch.
I am starving in Rock Springs, and restaurants close at 9. So that's...
That is a driving force, let me tell you.
I've only driven, what did we do, 800 miles today? I don't know. But there's an event coming up out west that I've been invited to. I was not able to attend the FSD Robotaxi rollout because I didn't have an invitation. And even though plus ones were provided, the guidelines around those plus ones were not made clear until it was too late for me to get there during day 1, maybe even day 2. And by day 2, day 3, it's a dead story. There's only so much to cover, and it was very well covered by the folks who did get to go. So, Tesla's down there making cookies. They're being Keebler because they EL fudged me. So that's great. And, it's like my parents always said, Brian, maybe when you're older. So that's great. It's only so old I can get. It's like poor Rob Maurer with that Elon interview. Rob retired from making videos before Elon even thought about giving him the interview. Unfortunate. Concerning, I guess, is the phrase we use now. So that's...
But how many supercharger stops did you make today, Brian?
So I don't count charger stops. I count surplus minutes that I wouldn't have spent otherwise, because we charged up last night. This morning, it said I had, I think, 3.5 hours before my first stop. No one in the car. Well, there's 4 of us in the car. Between us, we're not going to make it more than 2 hours on a bladder. So we stopped somewhere and used the bathroom and got coffee and got back in the car. Didn't look at the chart, just drove, let's just go. And that's what we did all day. I think
the reason for my question was that I wanted to see, you're driving through the Midwest, up the northern part of the country.
I-80. Mm-hmm.
How many other cars do you see charging at supercharger spots along the way?
I have pulled into charger spot. They're all leveled V2 chargers, 150 kilowatt chargers. I have seen as many as half of them in use.
Okay.
Where we're all staggered one spot away from each other. I pull up. I'm the odd one out. I'm like, oh man, I'm slowing somebody down. And 10 minutes later, everybody's gone but me. And I'm like, okay, well, that got quiet. So not many. There are 8 stalls often with 4 or more stalls available.
Okay.
So not the fastest chargers around. But I'd say today I spent a surplus of 10 minutes charging. I want to say we stopped 3 or 4 times over 800 miles, but not because the car needed us to. I'm getting 250 watt hours per mile at 80 miles an hour. So that's
pretty good.
Pretty great. We should answer some questions from this video we made in Muskegon. How cool is that? Okay, so now we're doing the questions. It is Q&A time. That whole part of the show. the Q&A hole. So here we go. What did you miss? You missed your invite to Robotaxi. I did.
Oh, Gary.
No, he loves us. Come on. Gary's not being mean. Gary just recognizes when others are being mean. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I will say Tesla is the real spider in my mouth. If you follow me on X, you know that I had a spider on the inside of my windshield when I was charging the other day. That's not cool. Is there a legal issue regarding a pay for service function? I mean, if they don't charge money, couldn't there be a legal challenge in there? So this was before the Robotaxi preview, demo had rolled out. Before the
Right.
service had rolled out, they are charging $4.20. Nice. So I don't know, but I don't think the liability would change because of dollars involved. I don't know. Do you have any
I
thoughts?
wouldn't think it would. I think that would be fine.
Yeah, I think it'd be equal. Oh my, what are we going to do with the two of you? Oh, it's the Highlander, who you met in person finally. I do love the tent in the background. Okay, well, it's filled with a bunch of spiders. What are you doing, man? We don't eat spiders on purpose, you know. It's just while I'm sleeping. Why aren't you in Austin? Yes, yes, yes,
I
yes,
see a pattern, Brian. I see a pattern.
yes. You missed talking about the thing on the back of the Cybertruck behind you. How did you fail to talk about it? I did answer. I talked to him separately. That's going to be a whole thing coming up. So, but we wanted a cool backdrop, and that was very cool. Uh, who did Brian, Mark, LJ wants to know who did Tesla forget to invite?
I think they missed just a
Who
couple
knows,
people.
right?
Just a couple.
Just it turns out only something like 14 of the people there are there on invitations, to which some people had said, Herbert had said, well, they only invited 14 people. And I said, no, they invited way more than that. 14 said yes. Alexandra Mertz won't go because she doesn't have an iPhone. She's like, I'm not buying an iPhone just to use the app. But you can always return it. Maybe they didn't want spiders in the new Robotaxi. Fair. Eventually, there will be no safety rider. Do we think that manual inputs on the steering or pedals have been blocked by software? No. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think they would block it by software. I just think that that initially it will be it's just part of the deal. If you take a Robotaxi ride, you're required not to touch anything in the driver's compartment. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that will be a waiver that you're basically signing to take the ride in the taxi.
Mm-hmm. 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 I agree. Jamie's back at it with another zinger. No purple haze. As far as what they're going to charge, well, of course, Jamie had the benefit of hindsight, which makes it a bit easier to estimate. I did have
Well,
someone
Jamie did make
on.
another point about the tipping button.
Oh yeah, that's weird, right?
And of
Why am I
course,
tipping a robot?
who would be tipping a robot? But you press the button, and of course, it gives you a little Easter egg and says, "You know what? There's no driver, so there's no tipping. Thanks so much."
Oh, is that what they did?
That's what
That's
they did.
hilarious. See, I've been through Nebraska, through Iowa. I'm now in Wyoming, and there's a lot of tipping here. Tipping culture is big for cows, and so I'm looking forward to trying that out.
And that's what's happening after dinner with Brian.
I do got to get going. Is it, last question, we'll make this the last one. Is it fair to extort money from fan base by giving them invites? $4.20, I don't think is extorting money.
No.
And the people who got those rides, I'm going to go out on a limb and said, made more than $4.20 in ad revenue.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Some of those streams got hundreds of thousands of views, and some got more. Guys, in the comments, what did we miss? What did we misunderstand? Leave it. Clearly, we're going to answer your comments. Why? Frankly, I'm curious myself, but we'll figure it out. Head over to the Tesla Life, see what Mark is up to with Patrick and Casey. And thank you again to my channel members, my sponsors, my patrons, my subscribers who kick me even a few bucks a month. It is the reason I'm able to go on these adventures and stay in fantastic places like this. it's nice. It's
Putting on the
nice.
Ritz.
That is also what they serve as the continental breakfast. Guys, stay tuned, stay juicy, and I cannot wait to hear from you, clever robots, on the flippity flop.